welcome to the United States of America. If you appreciate having the opportunity that you have to have fun and make money and help people, then with me together, please, let us salute the flag. Ready? Go.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, you guys know what to do. 3 hugs and 3 high five.
Please turn these lights down so I don't get heated up. Dave,
This is all I have for the announcements, the roundtables and the leads. All right, guys, 2 quick announcements before we get Gigs in for his message.
Thank you, Magda.
The RGAs and Eric and I have put together what we believe is a very, very cool program for continuing education, starting not this Thursday, but a week from Thursday. There is going to be a 13-week schedule for roundtables at 2 o'clock on Thursday that are going to be led by the highest level leaders in this agency on all of the subjects that you guys want to make your businesses better. This is going to be something that all of you will want to attend. They are aimed specifically for people in their first 90 days. And attendance at these roundtables is going to be needed as part of the evaluation for an SA promotion. It's going to be everything from how to work the phones, to how to have quality business, how to get the most out of a presentation and close, how to cover your reports and know how the money works. Everything from start to finish that you could ask for, taught by some of the... I mean, it's a good announcement, but it's not like earth-shattering, all right? Like, I don't know why the walls are shaking here. Oh, it's you. All right. Okay. And second, I want to just do a quick reminder on the lead resolutions. As you guys know, a few weeks ago, we introduced a cover sheet for your leads to make sure that you guys got the most out of this. You could get feedback from your leadership team on areas you were strong in, areas you might need help. We need to make sure that every single Monday you are turning in all of your resolved leads with that cover sheet to your MGA. Should be a breeze, take no more than a couple minutes, but give you a really good sense of feedback so you can tackle the next week and make it better. How many of you would like to get your MGAs a little bit more involved in helping you guys make some more money? Would that be a good thing? I know that would be really exciting. Yes. All right. And without further ado, I want to bring back up to the stage the man, the myth, and although he would probably not want me to say so, the legend, Mr. Eric Giglione. You got it.
Okay, let's get to work. Dave, is the feedback, are you guys getting feedback? I'm okay up here. How's it sound over there? No feedback, right? Because I don't want anything getting in between the message this morning that I have for all of you. First things first, it's so good to be back home in New Jersey. We spent, my fiance and I, several days driving up from Miami in my camper, big 45-foot RV, along with a Jeep that we trailered behind it. And we made it in safe and sound with no incidents. Thank you, Lord. So here we are. Yep, here we are. Very, very excited. We are doing so much to have our home the way we wanted. And so I have one more trip back to Miami to pick up the rest of our furniture and goods over there. And so after that trip, 22nd, I will be back here permanently with all of you. And I'm so excited. I guess... Well, thank you. And that excites me, too. The fact that you're excited, that I'm excited, that I'm coming back is very, very exciting. And so I'm really, really looking forward to this summer and the next season and every season thereafter so that together we can accomplish some great things, change the world, and make this place better. How many of you in here know that every day you're alive, you're going to make this world a little bit better? So I'd like to get right into today's meeting with all of you. First, a little bit of bad news. But you know what? Maturity is accepting the bad news and doing something with it, okay? You don't want to ignore and deny bad news. You want to face whatever problems you have. So we have a little bit of a problem here in that we're getting too many union complaints. Let me explain. The lead system that is provided for all of us here is the result of a relationship that this company has enjoyed now for over 50 years with the AFL-CIO, American Federation of Labor, Congress of Industrial Organized Unions. That is the organization that represents every worker that is a member of a collective bargaining union agreement. To get these relationships is a lot of politics involved. We have to support things, and we've always done legislation, issues. We've walked on many picket lines. I think I've walked on over 50 picket lines in my lifetime. And so we're a big, big supporter of working class people. We do this through the labor movement. Now, the labor movement itself is very motivated to have us because we're the only all-union insurance company in the United States. So for all of you who are not fully aware of that, we're the only insurance company out of every company in the United States that is fully organized and fully unionized. Every one of you are card-carrying union members. Are you all aware of that? You should be. Okay, what that means is that there's a relationship between them and us. But like all relationships, it's not a privilege, it's not a guarantee that we have it, it's a privilege of this relationship. We've got to earn the right to keep the relationship. Well, we're on shaky grounds right now. And the reason is because some of you who are simply just unaware, I don't think any of you have done anything consciously to hurt us, you, or anybody. You're just not aware, maybe, of the sensitivity of these people that you're often calling on to set an appointment. If you are rude, if you are disrespectful to any one of these people, here's what you must always assume. They're going to pick up the phone and call the union. You with me here? And what are they going to say when they call the union? It's not going to be good. Now, the person on the other end, the union president, do any of you know how that guy or gal becomes the president? How do they get there? They're voted in by who? By the same person that you just got rude with. Are you hearing me? Here, let me get this on here. So what happens is these phone calls now are being made to the union complaining about us in that we're pressuring them on the phone. So first things first, all of you, you must follow your proven phone scripts, okay? Because if we get complaints where you've said something other than that and have created problems, it's very simple how I've run this state for 36 years and why I'm considered Businessman of the Year by the labor unions, because I'm very tough. I'll remove you from labor unions, period. No questions asked. I'll remove you if I see that you're creating complaints. It actually, I call it a two-strike ball game. The first time I'm going to get in your face personally about it and find out what happened. And if it happens again, it depends on the complaint, but if it happens again, you're forever removed from those unions. So you have to be aware that there's that risk that you could lose all the people that you want to do business with. Because here's the problem. If you don't treat these people properly and they do call the union, you're not affecting just you. Who are you affecting? Everybody in this room. And so I don't generally bring this type of news to a meeting format like this, but this is one of the few times where we have all of you together. And so, David, I needed to make this case that we need to be very polite on the phones and courteous. You must get off that phone and feel in your heart they're not going to call and complain. Okay? Everybody with me here? We're going to be also implementing a certification so that you must be certified to handle the different objections and complaints. A person might say, the union said you guys don't have to come out to my home. I'm sure you've heard that before. I mean, the complaints that you hear or the resistance is standard. We know all of them, and we know exactly how to respond. David, did you want to add?
Real quick. So one thing that has saved me personally and over years and years of calling these leads is the biggest complaint is that we're too aggressive. Now, we're not going to ever stand up here and say that you shouldn't try to set an appointment. We get it. Some people are going to be a little bit slower to warm up to you. We understand that. But if you feel as though the person has insisted that they don't want to see you, the simple response is, now doesn't sound like a great time to talk. Why don't I give you a call the next time I'm going to be in the area, and maybe it'll be a little bit easier. And I promise you that the people will immediately say, okay, and they will back down. You can get off the phone. And when you call them next week, you told them that you would, so they'll be a lot more receptive. Instead of insisting in that moment as though this was the only appointment you were ever going to set for your entire life, just make sure that you're leaving them feeling positive about the experience with you. That's the way you avoid a complaint.
You know, David, for the purpose of such a large group, and especially those of you that are watching us via live in our Attleboro office, we just want to keep it super short and super to the point, which is what we just did. Treat these people on those phones, simple, very simple, the way you would want to be treated. Is that fair enough? Just treat them the way you would want to be treated. And by the way, you're getting a lot more with honey than you do with vinegar. I mean, every time I've ever been kind and nice to people, and by the way, when they're mean and nasty, I still say nice, and when they let me in, guess what? They owe me. That's how I process it. And they know they owe me, because they beat me up. They don't even know me, and yet they said all these negative things, but I stayed calm. I stayed positive. I stayed professional. And by the time we do get into the presentation, how many of you notice that the people that are the toughest with you are your best sales? They're your best sales. They're your best clients. And by the way, they give the best referrals. Because people who are tough, the people that they're giving to you, don't you think those people know how tough they are? You follow me? I made sales because somebody said, well, if you sold John, I'm buying, because he's the toughest son of a bitch I know. I'll never forget that. So just treat people the way you want to be treated. Follow what David just said, that kind of lead. Look at your phone scripts. Follow your phone scripts. And I know that down the road here, we're going to have much less of this. But right now, we're in the middle of having to pull 3 different unions right now, which means there's less leads for some of you. So that hopefully will improve because we're working the union. We're getting back to them. But I just wanted to give you guys that notice. Now, Dave, you got way bright here. And you've got nothing here. So I'm getting blinded over there, but I can't see here. So this is me and Dave. Why are y'all looking at me? I'm talking to Dave right now. Y'all just... So Dave, thank you. All right, let's get down to work here this morning because we've got a lot of work to do. We have dreams. How many of you have some big-ass dreams that you are working on? You working on a dream? So much so that you are. That's why I'm here today. I'm here today to inspire you, to encourage you, and to challenge you to improve on the quality of your thinking, because your life will follow your thoughts. And the more positive you are, the more you believe that you will achieve that goal. That force, that energy alone will be by your side and help you achieve things you never, ever, ever thought possible. So I'm glad you applauded that you want to be inspired. So the message today is dream chasing requires you to grow. Dream chasing requires you to grow. Tap the person, said he's talking to you, not me, talking to you. Requires you to grow. I want to set the backdrop here out of a book that I put together after 30 plus years of experiencing ups and downs and everything in between. This is the culmination of my life, this book. Everything I've ever learned is in this book. So I want to read for you the driving force message, page 55, because this is the driving force. Goals are the driving force behind every great invention, achievement, and breakthrough. You must have goals if you plan on living an exciting, worthwhile life. If this is true, and it is, why do so few people have clearly defined goals? Why are we walking around saying, well, I want to be rich, but we haven't specifically laid out how rich do we really want to be? How much money do you really want to earn this year? How much would you like to have in the bank when you go to retire? Clearly defined goals is the driving force of any human being. I believe the main reason is because they have not gotten serious enough. These are people, so few, who have clearly defined goals. The main reason is because they haven't gotten serious enough about what they would like to accomplish. They have gotten serious enough. Listen, I love living in Miami, especially in the winter. How many of you would love to live in? I love that. But I'm so serious about that million. I said, I can't do it from down there. I got to get up here with David, shoulder to shoulder with all of you for the next decade to make this happen. I had to make that commitment. I believe the main reason is because you haven't gotten serious enough. 2 days of driving from there and selling my house, that's serious stuff. Giving up my Miami home, that's serious stuff. That's how committed I am. Instead of setting goals for today, tomorrow, this week, next year, and 10 years from now, they settle for whatever comes their way. Let me encourage you today to take action. Here's the action I want every one of you to take. If I have my way with you today, and I hope I do, you all clap. Good to have you back, Gigs. Great. Are you going to listen to me, though? Son of a... Are you beautiful people. You going to listen? Johnny, I love you, Johnny. You're the first one right there. Write down 10. Everybody say 10. 10. Everybody say 10. 10. 10 things that you'd like to accomplish. Start writing right now. As I'm talking, you better start writing. If I see one head up not writing, and if you have it in your phone, then you better write it again or look at it again. 10 things that you'd like to accomplish. So when I see you looking down or writing, I know that you're writing one of these 10 things down. Take this time right now and use your imagination. What would you like to accomplish? Maybe you want to travel to Europe for 3 weeks. How's this? David, I didn't even tell you about this. Keep writing. If you're looking at me, that means you ain't writing. I got on the phones with Rick Altig last night and Lisa Altig because Jennifer and I are getting in the camper and we are driving right immediately following the 4th of July holiday. We're driving out to Seattle, Washington to go spend a couple of days with the Altigs, and we're driving there with our camper. And the reason that we're doing this is because we can. Because I have a 45-foot camper. And we're going to go out there and we're going to spend 10 days or so with Rick Altig, and I am excited about it. So one of my goals was to be able to see the United States. I like it. You're all looking down. That means you're writing 10 things. Don't stop until you get 10. You hear me? Turn to the person next to you and say, you better write 10 or the man's going to get on your case. Go ahead, tell the person next to you, you better write 10 things. Better write. Jorge, what the hell are you doing, Jorge? Huh? Jorge, get to work or I'm not going. I will wait for Jorge. You have a phone? What do you got? Somebody help Jorge out. Give him a piece of paper and a pen or something. God almighty, Jorge. You know, Morgan wanted to have you deported. I want you to know something. I did not jump on that bandwagon. I just want you to know. Take a look at the list. Take a look at it. And then rank them in order of importance. For instance, if you wrote down, I want to make $250,000 a year of earnings. If you're an MGA, you better be thinking at least $200,000 because otherwise you and me are going to have a sit down. Are you hearing me? If you have an MGA contract and you ain't thinking $250,000, shame on you. I get it if you're not there yet. You think I just got here overnight? What the hell? This shit took a long time. But I didn't compromise on those 10. In fact, mine's a lot longer. I just want you to have 10. Write 10 things down. Take a look at that list. Rank them in order of importance. What would you like to earn this year? Remember now, we just started May 1. What would you like to earn this month? What would you like to earn in June? What kind of income would you like? What would you like to achieve? What kind of car would you like to have and buy yourself by the end of the year? What kind of home would you like? Get serious. Get serious, folks, because you work with a company and in an industry that can deliver everything that you can dream about. We all live in the United States of America. where a crazy businessman can now be the president of the United States. Wild man. Total wild man, doing whatever the hell he wants. I love our country that we could do such a thing. And how about this? I love that our First Amendment right of that speaker at the, what was that dinner that he didn't go to? Correspondence dinner. And he's making fun of our president. You know, if you did that in another country, you know what happened to you, right? You'd be beheaded. I love this country. How many of you love the United States of America? You can do any damn thing you want. You just have to decide what you want. You just have to decide. What do you want? And don't listen to people who tell you what you can't have. Stay away from these naysayers, these toxic, negative people. Dear God in heaven, tune them out. I always tune out negativity. You with me here? Who here's with me here? I tune that shit out. And tell me what I can't do. No one should tell you on these 10 dreams that you can't have all 10 of those things that you wrote down. Now that you got 10, how many of you have 10? How many of you had 10? Can I see your hands? Look around the room. Not every hand is going up. Listen, I'm challenging you right now. I'm challenging you. I'm in your face right now because I need to be in your face right now. I need to be. You need me to be. You ain't got 10? Keep writing. Come on, people. I need you. David needs you. This company needs you to be a meaningful specific, not a wandering generality. Okay? 10. Don't stop until you got 10 things down there. Could be take mom to her favorite place in Europe, like one of the things that I did before my mom passed. I did so many things for my mother before she left. So now when she's up there in heaven, she's smiling, I'm smiling, life is good. Next step, develop 2, write this down, 2 to 3 action steps toward achieving each of those 10 items that you put down there. 2 or 3, what do I need to do, Jorge, today, right now? What 2 or 3 things do I need to do today so that those things that I'm hoping for, those 10 goals that I have, what can I do today to get that car, to get that house, to get that money in the bank? What action steps can I take today? 2 to 3 action steps. And then develop those action steps as habits. Habits. Folks, you are the result of your habits, good or bad. Good habits will bring you everything you want. Bad habits will repel what you want. How long does it take to develop a habit? Anybody know? Technically. 21 days. Thank you. 21 days. Everybody say 21. So when you do something for 21 days in a row, it now has the chance to become habit or habitual as something you do all the time. Habit. Are you guys enjoying this yet? Huh? I'm in your faces. I need to be in your faces, but you really need to get this. If you do this, develop these steps, and I pray you will, here's where it's going to do. It's going to put you in the top 5%. It's going to put you in the top 5% of the people that live in the United States of America. The average earnings of an American citizen today, Google it, you'll see it's $46,000. Highs, lows, everything in between. It's $46,000. Corey, what'd you make last year? How much? $500? Oh, you made $500,000. And you didn't clap for that. I know he don't want me to do it. He don't want the clap. I need you to clap for you. Because look at him, if he could do it. Everybody look at Corey. Everybody look at him. Just look at him. Just take a look at him. Look at that guy. I mean, if he could do it, why can't you? Come on. The only thing that's stopping you is this. Everybody put your finger here, right here. This is the only thing that's stopping you. And for Corey, I love him because he's never satisfied. He's never content. He's always pushing. So he could stop at the $500,000 and live comfortably. But Corey wants what I want for him. I want 7 figures. Don't you want 7 figures, Corey? Yes, sir. Why? Because 7 figures would be more fun. How many of you would agree that making $1 million a year is a lot more fun than making $500,000 a year? Yeah. Come on, gang, give me that. I love that girl. I was going that way. Come on, no. You're not going to give me my high five now? Come on. She's rough. I like her. Looking sharp, dude. I like that. Looking good. Look at him in red, too, over there. Looking stud. Come on. It's the driving force, gang. It's the driving force behind everybody that achieves anything fantastic, exciting, and great. It's the goals that we decide that we can't live without. Got it? Everybody got it? Everybody got this one. Say, I got it. Turn to the person next to you and ask them, say, did you get it? Now answer the other one. Now answer the one next to you. All right. So now that I've set the stage for this message, which is dream chasing requires you to grow, let me make a bold statement. Growth is uncomfortable. If you want to grow your income, Corey and all of you, it's uncomfortable. It's not easy. Growth is uncomfortable, just like being accountable can be uncomfortable. I personally love being accountable. I hold myself to my own set of standards. I am accountable to me, number one. Number two, I'm accountable to that man over there on the right, my partner in business. Very accountable. Y'all like him? I'm very accountable to him. I'm very accountable to my 22-year-old daughter. Very accountable. I'm very accountable to this company because they give me standards, things that I have to achieve. I'm accountable. I want to be accountable. Are you with me here, gang? Great people want to be accountable. They don't want to run. They don't want to hide. So let's all be accountable to ourselves, to our work, to our family, to everything we do and everything we touch. Growth is uncomfortable. The more accountable I became personally, the more opportunity I would receive. How's that? Your level of accountability, desire to be accountable, is in direct correspondence with the level of opportunity. The more accountable you are, the more opportunity you will get. Does that make sense? You guys with me? You're not going to have me a whole lot longer, so I hope you're getting it. The opposite is also true. If you don't want to be held accountable to certain standards, then the privileges that you and I have can and will be taken away. And some of them can be very devastating. I'm going to share something very personal with all of you in the area of accountability and how something was taken away. My soon-to-be bride has 2 children. She has what we call in court language as a deadbeat father. Any of you know what a deadbeat dad is? Y'all know what that is? You don't? Okay. Hasn't paid 1 stitch of child support since the day of the divorce. Total deadbeat. Okay, listen. He speaks well. He keeps talking how he loves his children. I love my children. I want to be with my children. I love them, but he doesn't pay any child support. Doesn't go out of his way to do anything to love on these children. And so guess what the courts did when we moved the children and the family up here? I wanted to reach out to this dude, say, yo, I want you to know about what I'm going to be doing with your children. If you have, because I'm a dad, so I can't imagine what it's like to have someone else raise my kid. I'm going to meet that dad. I want to know who the hell he is. Are you with me here? Anybody? This dude, he don't want to know nothing. He don't want to know nothing. He don't call me, nothing. I'm fine with that. But here's what happened. I'm not going to get into the gory details, but you can imagine, use your imagination, police, all that stuff, okay? When we finally got to court, talking about accountability, the judge, after talking to him for several hours in trying to make these arrangements when the children move up north with me so that he could see these children, right? Any of you parents in here, if your child moved, wouldn't you want to see your kid? Yeah. Right? So you would think he would be motivated, right, to make these arrangements. Not only that, but I was going to pay for all expenses to fly the kids up and back. I went way over the call of duty. I did more than what I was asked. But by the time we got into court, all this guy could do was be the deadbeat that he is and not take any responsibility. And because of it, his psychological profile was so bad that the judge said to him in writing on the document, there will be no overnight stays with your children until you go and seek psychological help. That's pretty strong. Judges don't do that. He's not allowed to have overnight stays unless he goes and seeks help. And if I was the judge, same thing. Get help, good. So guess what happens? Signed it, and what did the guy do? He called up my ex and his children and their grandmother, put them all on the phone, on a speakerphone. And he said, F you to all of you. The 6-year-old had to hear his own father say, fuck you, your mother. The old me, he would have been chopped up into fucking pieces. Okay? Pieces. Shipped different places. So they can't put them back together again. That's the Italian in me. That's the union involvement Giglione. Okay? Are you with me? That's just me. But I love my family and myself. I can't do it in prison. Okay? I got to do it. So, not accountable. Didn't want to be accountable. Didn't want to go and seek help. Let me ask all of you a question. If the judge said to you, just go get some psychological, go once a week, and we'll let you see your kids, would you do it? All day long. Because of it, he's lost the privilege of seeing his own children. Why? Because he doesn't want to be accountable. You hear me? This is a very high level of what I'm talking about, but it's on every level, from that level down to being accountable to those phone calls that you make to every union member so that you don't create complaints. It's being accountable at all times, no matter what, under any circumstance, that is going to take you and me to the very top of the food chain and become one of those people that other people look at and say, I want to be like this person. I want to be like Mike. Mikey, where are you? I want to be Mikey. The hairdo, I like that too. I love the hairdo, Joe. You got to see what I'm growing. This thing's going to keep growing, by the way. I got a new look going on here. It's going to keep going all the way down, and the hair is going to... Anyway, I'm moving on to something different. How many of you know you got to keep reinventing yourself because sometimes you get bored, right? Any of you that way? Okay, so you got to keep doing that. So the more accountable we are, the easier our lives will become. Doors will open. People will do things for you that would otherwise not. We must all learn to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. It would have been uncomfortable for this young man to go get counseling, but if he did, he'd get to see his children. It's obvious he doesn't want to see these children. Bad enough. He doesn't want to see them bad enough. So I'm taking over. They don't need him. They got me now. They got me now. They got me. Folks, everything that is growing is doing so because someone got uncomfortable. If you want to build muscle, I'll give you a couple of good examples. Dave, take a look at that dude. I don't know who that, don't start with who you all think that is. If you want to build muscle, you got to push yourself a little bit, right? And if you push yourself, then maybe you can turn into that, right? Now, how comfortable, go back, Dave, how comfortable to go from there to there would that take? That's a lot of discomfort. Oh my God, Dave. They're going nuts over this dude, okay? Let's put him away. If you want to run the Boston Marathon like Ryan Hall did, you can't quit. You got to get uncomfortable. This guy couldn't finish the race, but this guy did. He's one of ours at American Income Life. He just ran the Boston Marathon and finished it. That's Laura Fisher's husband. Laura Fisher, who David just came back from there, just the most beautiful people. Laura came from this agency, just an incredible woman. That's her husband. David, did you want to add anything to that?
No, just the kid that Ryan is
Yes.
with, he actually ran on behalf of this child to raise money. And it was the little kid who basically told Ryan he wasn't allowed to quit. So when you think about getting uncomfortable, think about the people in your life that you growing will help. What will you going to the next level do for the people around you? And let that drive you out of your comfort zone. That's
Amen.
what everybody needs. Everybody needs somebody like this in their life.
Amen. If you want to make no less than 3 presentations a day, for some of you, it's only 1, maybe 2. If you make 1 presentation a day or 2 a day, you're not working hard enough and you're not working smart enough. Period. If you want to make 3 presentations per day, you got to push yourself more than you're pushing yourself right now. You need to get on those phones in between appointments. Maybe hire a phone person. When I was in the field, I always had my personal referrals that were hot referrals. No one, you ain't booking those are mine. And then I had a booker that I paid to book me appointments also. The question is, are you willing to get uncomfortable and maybe pull some money out of your pocket? You don't have to. All I'm saying is if you're only making 1 presentation or 2, what are you doing? Stop. Stop it already. That's just silly. You should be making at least 3 presentations a day. Is it easy? Yes. It is easy. As long as you're organized, prepared, and willing to do the work, it's easy. Am I right or wrong? Come on. Johnny, somebody help me out here. Is 3 presentations a lot to ask for? No. Hell no. So then when you don't, why? Because you're not comfortable with being uncomfortable. You got to get uncomfortable. So push yourself to make at least 3 presentations every day, minimum 3. I topped out at 9 one day. It was on a Saturday. Wrote $9,000 in one day. How many of you like to have a $9,000 single day in the fucking field? I'm getting out with about 5 of you when Impact comes, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing, whoever I go out with, okay? Because that's what we do. You understand that? Yeah. That's what we do. There are no excuses. You don't make any. If you want to make no less than 6 to 10 appointments per day worked, then you got to get uncomfortable. And you got to talk to more people than you're talking to right now. That guy, have you seen him on the phones? Guy over here. He's chilling. He's throwing paper airplanes. I'll often come into a booking situation and I'll see people talking, socializing on the phones. Can I keep it real? Can I say straight up? That's just bullshit. If you're in this building and you're in here in booking night, why do you even want to be here? I wouldn't even want to be here, personally. I don't want to be here. Why the fuck do I want to be here? Can somebody help me out here? Come on, help me out. I don't want to be here. Why do you want to be here? To book appointments. So what the hell are you doing socializing when you're... All right, let's go move on here. Gigs, you're not getting through to everyone, but you'll get through to some. If you want to get at least 3 referrals out of every home that you go into, and if you want to get 3 possible new recruits to bring into your agency, into this career, you got to get uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to ask for referrals. It's uncomfortable, Corey, to speak to a stranger about an opportunity. But the more I believe in what I'm doing, the more I know what I'm saying, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. And then once the dialogue starts, what are they going to say to me? Yes. Always yes. Always yes. And when they say no, what do you mean? No. What's up? What's up with that? What do you mean you don't have anybody? I'm shocked when they say no. Some of you are shocked when they say yes. Yeah, some of you, that went right over your head. Some of you, the people say, I'll buy it. You're like, what? Are you sure? You almost want to talk yourself out of it. Are you sure you want to buy this thing? Really? You're shocked. I'm shocked when people say, no, I want to think about it. What? Think about it? Excuse me, were you thinking about this before I got here today? No. I don't want you thinking about it. Why do I want you thinking about death? Every day. Let's think about it together right now. There's no thinking about it. You're not going to think about it when I leave. How many of you have the guts to say that? That's uncomfortable, right? But you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and you got to say it in a way that's not rude, disrespectful. You say it in a way that they'll receive it. Does this make sense? It's all about getting uncomfortable, David. And too many people here, they want to have it comfortable, and the reality is you'll never be great being comfortable. You're only great when you're uncomfortable and you're getting outside of your comfort zone. All right, I'm about to wrap up because here's where I want to leave this. Who here feels that they are worth more money than any company is willing to pay you W-2-wise? Who here feels that? Every one of you should be clapping. Every freaking one of you. That's why you're here. Because you know you're worth more. You know it. That's why you're here. You know you're worth more. Now go get it. Make a decision. It all starts with a dream. What drives you? Look at that list. What do you need on that list? I don't want a 150-foot yacht. I need it. You know what I mean? Johnny, David, I already promised a special suite to my partner and to Mark Zipper. It's called the Zipper Suite. I already got the suite laid out. So now I'm obligated. Now I got to get the 200. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do.
Come on. Yes. How bad do you want it? Look at that list. Let that list drive you. You shouldn't need your managers to drive you. You shouldn't need me to get up here each week. All you need is a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of reasons why you're going to keep pushing. But it's your goals, those things that you need, that you want to accomplish, that should be driving every decision, every thought, every investment you make. What do you need? Zach Hart. And you know that name? He was an MGA for 100 years. Became an SGA not too long ago. I think he just got a dream car of his.
Yeah, the Huracan, I think.
$500,000, wrote a check for it. Come on, gang, it's the company you work for. Celebrate his success, I do. He can do it, why can't I? What do you need? A beautiful home on the beach? An apartment in New York City? A new Bentley? Rolls? Aston Martin? What is it that's going to keep you up at night, inspiring you to give your very, very best? What is going to keep you chasing your dreams? Folks, in conclusion, and I am concluding, I am a dream chaser. I wake up every day and I got my dreams right here in front of me. I chase my dreams. How about you guys? You got some dreams that you're dreaming about? That's my message today, gang. Go after it, get uncomfortable, give it everything you got, and you'll never, ever look back. I'll guarantee it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on now. Come on. Let's go. Wrap us up. Come on.
All right.
Let's recognize.
Time to recognize the top 2 supervising agents of the week. In second place, $11,731, Lee Goldman.
Love seeing Lee Goldman kill it. Where is
it? Where is Lee? Jury duty.
Oh.
God, Meg, would you ever want Lee on your jury?
Woo. Why not?
Number 1, $13,712, Vanina Bonanno.
Where is she? My Facebook buddy. Where are you? There she is.
Amongst the GA's second place, $23,424, Danielle Morales.
Consistent. Where is she?
Where's Danielle? Did we say second place gets the day off? Is that what happened here? Lee's not here. Great. Number 1 this week, $26,675, Ryan Orlowski.
Yeah, Ryan.
Top MGAs in what? Second place? Second place?
Second. Yeah, no.
26,962 second place.
Corey doesn't think that Johnny Lee should be on top anymore, and he said he's going to take over the number one
Yeah, it's like the
spot.
end of an era. Number
That's it.
2
It's
this
over.
week, Johnny Lee.
Johnny Lee has fallen to number 2. That makes him the very first loser. No, if you're in second place, wouldn't that make you the first loser? Absolutely. I know, that's rude, right? But he ain't no loser. Johnny is a freaking winner. Love you, stud, but you didn't win this week. Okay, all right.
He knows. It's all good.
Corey, come on. My man.
Number 1 this week, 32,192, Corey Helly.
Yeah! Come on, Corey. Good to see you on top.
All right, you want to throw some candy bars?
Yeah, baby. Come on.
All right, so for those of you who are in this meeting for the first time, when we do the top producers, I'm going to say the ALP, then I'm going to say the name, and we're going to hit with a crisp double clap. So I want to practice with you guys one time. When I say go, double clap. Ready? Go. No. When I say go, ready? Go. Beautiful. 3,580, John Black.
What do you mean?
3,602, Ronald Santana.
Raise your hand.
3,618, Victor Kornberg. 3,678, Eva Holloway. 3,880, Luis Suarez. 3,960, Marcus Piccirilli. Now we're at the candy bars. Top 15 getting candy bars today. 4,027, Dia Gondor.
Okay. Are you ready? Good catch, bro.
It wasn't 60,000.
You got
this
a
month,
$1 million
dude.
smile,
But you
bro.
tried.
Love that smile.
You tried. 4,112, Mike Fogarty.
Where is he? Mike Fogarty. Holy cow, you would have to be in the back. Everybody duck, because I don't want to hit nobody. Are you ready?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. In 13th place, 4,319, Lexi Lapari.
Are you ready? Come on. Oh, sorry, girl. A little high.
That was a little high.
Little high.
4,332, Juliana Botero.
Woo! Where you be? Are you ready, girl? Look at it. Did you see that? She did the one-handed thing.
That was like Olay. In 11th place, 4,396, Taylor Black.
Where is he at? Taylor.
He's in the edge of center field.
Everybody's in the freaking corner today, right? Are you ready, Taylor? Come on.
Just don't hit
Everybody
the light.
duck. That's all I'm going to say.
Good catch, folks.
All right, good catch. Assistance.
All right, top 10. 4,399, Paul Torman.
Where's he at? Stud. Neighbor. Neighbor, where you live? Where you live? Where's your town? Where? Okay, you're close.
4,594, Markwell Burns. Look how sharp he is. He's not even going to try to catch this. The candy is going to magnetically.
Are you gonna catch it, Markwell? Are you
No,
gonna
the
catch it?
candy bar is going to find him. Watch this.
Stand up. Come on, look at that stud. Look at him. Put the camera on him, man. Come on, put the camera on him.
Very nice.
Stud.
In 8th place, and now we're over $5,000.
Over 5?
5,346, Mercedes Koulibaly.
Yeah.
Naturally in the back row.
Yeah.
We'll blame that on the wind.
Assistance.
Number 7, 5,725, Mabel Balbuena.
Ready, Mabel? Here we go, girl. Underhand. Ready?
Nice.
Yeah. She like. I think it went down her blouse. I don't know. Where is it?
In 6th place, we're just moving on. 5,806, Jonathan Drummond.
Love this guy. Love this guy. Come on. How many of you like Jonathan here? Come on.
We love
He's
Jonathan.
the real deal. Real deal, baby. Come on.
In 5th place, 5,925, Joe Wilson.
Stud.
You beat Jonathan.
You beat him, huh?
I like it. I like the little rivalry that's developing over here.
Don't let him beat you, son of a bitch. Don't let him beat you. Okay, good.
In 4th place, 6,228, Corey Canataro. Shocked.
Holy Toledo.
I'm shocked that he's not
The
here.
whole agency is on vacation. But they're writing business at least.
Well, those two are. In third place, 6,245, Deborah Pressel.
Way to go, Deborah. You ready, girl? Look at her sitting down. Yeah, throw it. Are you ready? Yeah, live your life. Come on.
In second place.
Deb, you were third. Third, not one, third. Okay, just so you know.
An amazing effort that came up $36 in ALP short of number one.
$36
but
short.
An amazing effort nonetheless. 6,529, Jameel Pleasant.
What the hell was that noise?
That was Morgan.
Was that a grunt?
Braying.
Morgan, you are so flippin' weird. All right, here we go. Ready? You ready? Come on, everybody duck. I don't want to hit anybody. Look at Dombo over there. Yeah, come on.
Which brings us to
two,
number
though,
one.
Bro. Number two. That means we got one number one. Oh, and this guy, I am so excited.
It was just as much fun for me to tell him he'd be singing a Britney Spears karaoke.
A switch went off in him.
But we don't need to do that. This week, anyway. In first place again, with $6,565 leading from the front. Give it up for your number one, Danny Fry.
I'm a man, I can never get enough. In the building, everybody hands go up. And they say that. All I do is win. All right. Now, I know y'all, see, right now, Danny wrote on that list of 10 to be tall. I'm sure he wrote one of his goals was to be tall, because he's like my soon-to-be bride, very small people have big packages. Big
Don't
hearts.
get confused. Danny is not Eric's fiance.
I'm so sorry I had
That's
to
the
say
way
that.
you describe things. It
Well,
leaves people confused.
Jennifer is tiny like he is. I love Danny, but he grew. He grew. Look at him. Ready? Put the light on him. You ready, Danny?
Oh, that was close. Oh, he got it! He got it! Nice. All right, we're good.
All right, before we close out, let me just leave all of you with this reminder. Listen, Dominic, we're almost done. I promise you, Dom. Dom, 1 second. I made you today. I made you, like a teacher, write out 10 things, 10 goals. I don't know if you all did it. I'm sure some of you did. I'm sure some of you may have done it because I forced you to a little bit. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to lunch today. And at lunch, I want you to look at that list. All right? And I want every one of you to start getting serious about that list. Are you with me here? Come on. I want every one of you on the top of the mountain with me and everybody else. Make it a great day. Make it a great week. Love you guys. Let's rock it out. It was a good one.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, so you're going to have to do some coaching with you?